Morning folks, right, here we are, Hittites deployed. I'll just run along. I'm obviously on the Hittite side again, and there we go. Oh, shiny light, so we can see, that's it. So we've got Hittite chariot squadron, excuse me, in the full 6. General is in with the unit. I'm doing the same with these as I did with the Egyptians, as I explained last week. Unit of archers as chariot runners. Hittite spearmen again, and more Hittite spearmen. Unit of Hittite archers and some Hittite allies. And Hittite guards at the rear. The chariots are here. I've got just a chariot that's jumping around all over. I've got a sub-general in that chariot unit. And there's a CNC. And one addition. I forgot last week, I could have used them. But we've got Egyptian Shadana Guard, or the Shadana, or whatever you want to call them. Egyptian Guard troops. Right, ready to make a start, I think. Yes, all deployed. So on now dice for initiative. So the Egyptians are the black dice, roll a 6. Hittites blue dice, roll a 5. So the Egyptians will move first. That'll please them. So I'll get the movement all sorted. Okay, that's the end of movement for move 1, bound 1. Egyptians moved first, got furthest in the field, or on the field. The chariots there couldn't move because they're behind the infantry and they moved first. Light chariots would move on a 4, whereas the infantry move on a 2. Obviously that's why the light infantry here were able to move. These chariots were moved here because they're not blocked. Oops, and whiz over, and the same on that flank. So all the way along the line the chariots will have to move next bound. I didn't explain this in the last game, but these are light chariots, so they're not able to charge steady infantry. They can charge light infantry, can skirmish with anybody, but they can't charge unless it's flanks, rears, or unformed units. Yeah, that's what the chariots can do. Other than that, the light chariots tend to skirmish with each other. So, okay, right. I think that's about it. A little bit of shooting. I'll just see what these can do. No, nothing from the shooting. Both units rolled down 2, and the Egyptians over there didn't do anything either with the down 1. Right. Dice for initiative, and it's going to be bound 2. So black for the Egyptians are the 5, Hittites with a 3. So Egyptians will move first. That completes the Egyptian move for bound 2. Infantry have moved up where they wanted to, and the chariots in their march have moved up to just behind the units, as you can see, all the way along the line. The light infantry gone into skirmish. I do that by turning a figure around. Just shows that they're running backwards and forwards in skirmish order. They have to be able to shoot at someone, and of course the Hittites haven't moved yet, so they could move to within skirmish range, so that's why that's been done. Same here on this flank. These have gone into skirmish because the chariots could move up to them. Right, over to moving the Hittites. Hittites have completed their manoeuvring. Chariots have moved up a bit. Got some manoeuvring here. Guard troops have changed formation. And over there the archers and chariots have moved up, and all along the line a little bit of movement. The archers here haven't moved up because they don't want to get too close to the spearmen in case they get charged. Wouldn't be good for them, would it? Right, I'll sort some shooting out. Right, that's the shooting completed. What did we get? Half a casualty on the green Egyptian shields, and this unit here of Hittites lost 1 casualty per figure. They got 24 scored on them. Light infantry did nothing, they rolled down 2, and that's the shooting. I'm going to have to work out if I'm going to do any combats. No, not yet. I was going to charge these chariots, but it's maximum distance, which means they stop there. That would allow those to turn and hit them in the flank and hack them to pieces before these spearmen could get to them. It's still 2 moves to get to them, so I don't think they're going to do that. Okay, that's the end of bound 2. Oh, it's a bit slower than last week. Right, bound 3. Let's have a look, see who goes. 4 for the Egyptians and 6 for the Hittites, so the Hittites move first. I'll get on with moving those. Okay, that's the Hittite movement completed. We've got the archers have gone into skirmish order and just moved into close range. These guys have moved up, probably going to get shot to pieces, but we'll be able to charge. These guys can move up and charge. These have hung back a bit. I suppose it's because they've seen these guard troops here. They might know, or probably their shiny shields have blinded them. These guys didn't move, or that moved up a little bit, and these guys have hung back. These guys have gone forward here, so there's going to be shooting. Right, so I'll sort the shooting out. Right, that was bad news for the Hittites. The Egyptians just rolled a +2, and as these Hittites are in close range, they inflicted 60 casualties on them, which is 48, which is 2.5 casualties per figure. That's going to be a waiver test. Oh dear, oh dear. Let's see what they do. Oh, they roll a 6. They love it. Yeah, they're solid. I think if they roll a 3, they might be a bit upset. No shooting there, shooting there. We'll just do shooting over here. Oh, down 1, so that'd be 1. That's half a casualty per figure on the green. Another half a casualty per figure, which makes them 1 casualty per figure. Right, and shooting from the chariots. 12 people shoot. Yeah, 12. No, 6, because they're not in skirmish order. Although they are in close. Are they in close range? Yeah, they're in close range. So it is 12. See, I don't know what I'm doing. 12 guys shoot, and that's down 1. I'll just work that out. Yeah, that comes down to 6 because they're in skirmish order and they're rolled down. So it's only 6, which is half a casualty on that unit. Right, now this is where the change comes from last week's game. What happens is that the chariots make anyone within 240 paces uneasy, and as these are irregular C, they will not be able to charge impetuously. Irregular B would be able to. Regulars not a problem, but irregulars will not be able to charge impetuous. It'll be a standard charge, which means the Egyptians will be able to charge back if they so wish. So I'll go through and have a look, see. Okay, just the 2 charges. As you can see down there, everyone else is too far away. This unit charged in and the Egyptians charge back. The archers don't charge, the archers stand and fire. Yeah, so this is again normal charge because the chariots make them uneasy, which means they can't be impetuous. So I'll work this all out. Okay, well that didn't make a lot of difference. They may be uneasy, but they're all a +2. That takes them up to 10, and we've got 24, 8, 8 and 8 charging at factor 10, which is 288. That's a break of that unit. They inflicted 20 casualties back, so half a casualty per figure. The unease made no difference there. Right, so we've got some routes to work out. Not some route, sorry, a route. And then we've got some waiver tests to work out, so back soon. Okay, waiver test. First one is the light infantry. A 4, they like that. Chariots, a 3. We're regular B, they like that. Spearmen, come on girls. Oh dear, that's a 2, that's a fail. A regular C, they fail on a 2. That means they become shaken. Oh no, just get a shaking marker out, and they've yet to fight their combat. They're not going to be very happy. Right, and we just checked, and also the chariots at the back can see the archers go, so we've got a dice for those as well. 2. I just need to check on those to see if they are B's or C's. So back soon. Right, well that's a bit of luck. They are regular B, so they pass on a 2. Yeah, nobody behind the flank. They are protected, blah blah blah. Yeah, protecting on both flanks, so they're going to be okay. Just, that was a close call. Next, combat. Now we've got this. These are fighting a shaking unit, so let's see what we do. Oh dear, oh dear. That's the Hittites roll down 3, and the C class, so they'll take the fall down. So I'll just work this out. Oh, and how the gods look down on things. Right, the Hittites rolled down 3, but the Egyptians rolled up 2, and even with the shaken, they beat the Hittites 64 to 32, which is twice as many and 2 CPFs. That recovers their shaken. Beat opponents in combat or something like that. So that's gone. But these guys are pushed back, shaken. Yeah, there we go. 64, what's that, that's 2.5, isn't it? Yeah, it's 2.5 casualties per figure on those guys. Right, and that's, what a strange bound that bound was. Right, okay, I've changed the shaken marker for disordered, because they're not they're not shaken, they're only disordered. Twice as many, 2 CPFs, pushback, disordered. And that is the end of bound 3. That's enough excitement, I think. Let's call a halt there, and I'll try and put part 2 up tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for looking, and bye for now.